an elf remembers. Tolkien's elves are immortal, but that doesn't mean they're simply ageless humans. They don't just live longer, they live differently. In the Silmarillion, the elves are described as bound to the world and its fate, unlike men who eventually leave it. They are not eternal in the divine sense, but they endure as long as the world does. They do not die until the world dies, unless they are slain or waste in grief. That means every grief, every beauty, every horror stays with them. A mortal can forget, an elf remembers. Time doesn't heal all wounds for the elves, it deepens them. In letter 131, Tolkien writes, "Elves have a memory, more like to keeping a diary than to retaining impressions." In other words, they don't just recall events, they relive them, in vivid detail, in perfect clarity. This is why loss hits elves so hard, because it never fades. When Finrod dies in the Silmarillion, his death echoes for ages in the songs of the elves, not as nostalgia, but as a living grief. When Galadriel speaks of Lorien's passing, it isn't just the loss of a place, it's the fading of a sacred memory. And she remembers all of it. She always will. And what does this do to a people? The elves grow weary. Not because they're old, but because they've seen too much. Every joy they've experienced is eventually tinged with sorrow. Every friend may one day fall, every homeland one day lost. Tolkien explains this through Galadriel's melancholic tone, and through Elrond, who, though wise and noble, carries the weight of thousands of years of war, betrayal, and sacrifice. "I have seen 3 ages in the west of the world, and many defeats, and many fruitless victories." He speaks quietly, as one who remembers too